Hello everyone, my name is Desiree and welcome back to the Germanic Confederation campaign, or the Suebi campaign. So, if this video looks a bit different to you, it's because the video is actually in 60 frames a second, and I'm trying this out to see, well, one, if it actually gets to work, and if it does, well, how does it look on YouTube? So that's mainly what we are trying to achieve today. Well, not really, but that's the main thing, I'm trying to test out today. The rest of the stuff we are going to do today are pretty mundane. Well, pretty normal for us anyway. We are gonna capture this city. So, let's end the turn. And see if these guys run away. So, the reason why I pretty much know that I'm gonna capture this city is because I played this before, and suddenly Directory, my recording software, decided that, well, no, we are not going to allow you to save this video, so you have to do it all over again. Well, thankfully I only went like 10 minutes before it screwed up, so at least it didn't go that long. Anyway, one of our decisions has come back, that I told you about in the previous episode, and it did give us a good result, so we get additional 4+ to public order for that, for a few turns. That's very good. Also, I use my spy to check around, just to see if that army is within reinforcing range, and I found out no, they are not. So therefore I went down here and found out, well, there they are. So we could go ahead and sabotage them a bit, and there we go. Actually, my agent was wounded. Oh well. Will pop up back in my capital, and then you might be able to take out this warlord. Also, let's go ahead and disband the mercenary units. There we go. Take this guy off the force march, and let's recruit a few new units. Unfortunately, they are still levy. We haven't upgraded really that much here. There we go. So, let's go in and do as I did before. Let's auto-resolve it. And the city is ours. So, the thing I was really surprised by is the fact that this city is actually 52% Germanic. And that surprised me. That surprised me very much. And I'm really thankful for that, because that means I don't have to suffer as much, I guess, population happiness penalties that I would have otherwise. Also, we get better horses here, we can recruit ballistas and longbow hunters here, and if we want, we could, I guess, increase the costs, well, not the cost, but increase the wealth from local commerce, but I don't want to suffer the public order, not yet anyway. But that plus horse thingy allows me to upgrade my horses, and they are now faster. Also, my general and his army leveled up there, and I'll give these guys additional damage by melee weapons, because I have a very melee-centric army. And let's give this guy commander, so he gets additional gravitas. Also, I'm very close to being peerless within the Germanic Confederation, so I'm quite satisfied with that. Also, I did get a trade agreement with these guys, but those were actually the ones who were offering it to me. But I'm gonna see if I can get them to agree with me on this.
I welcome you, worthy speaker. I listen because your people are known to have honor.
And there we go. And I subsequently gained a non-aggression pact, and what do you know?
Yes.
So yes, they are not my target yet, so hopefully that pact will either be there until I can incorporate these guys, or it can be there, or it will be there until I can say no to that agreement, basically without any diplomatic penalty, and just conquer them outright. But that remains to be seen. And yeah, I think that was about it. That's where we came to before Fraps, not Fraps, but the X3 decided to not work on us. So yeah, what do we do from here? Well, as you saw me doing right here, we will be recruiting more men, also wait until these guys are ready, and very quickly move out and capture the city when we actually can. So hopefully before they get too many men or replenish too many. Yeah, they are recruiting and they're actually leaving the city. Is that a good idea? I don't think so. So presumably you're going up this trail right here, because what are you gonna do further south? I really don't know. Okay, they want to be paid for military access. That's not happening. Forget about it. Okay. Our lands are wrecked with droughts. We must do something to appease the gods. Slaughter a mare, a wicked man. Isn't that an old Celtic tradition? Not a Germanic? Anyway. I don't know, hopefully this goes best. Seriously, not a good idea to do nothing. So, let's build a wicked man. Oh, we are so close to being peerless. This is great. Only thing that's not great is the fact that I don't have that many Elder Chiefs left. Oh dear. Well, I can recruit more, but that will lose me gravitas, and I'm not really a fan of that, believe it or not. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna scout with my assassin. Well, I think he actually is a scout, isn't he? But yeah, well, he wasn't killed, but he was wounded, so we can't use him, unfortunately. Could recruit a new agent, but yeah, I don't think so. I think we're just gonna wait until that guy gets better again. So, we are lacking a bit on food now. Unfortunately, this province is not really the best one to sacrifice public order. And can I upgrade anywhere else? No, I can't. How long until I can expand? Quite a long time. So yeah, I still have 8 food, and it's a big surplus, but when you build buildings all over the place, it can drop very, very fast indeed. How much will I gain? I will gain 3+. Let's go ahead. Also, we can recruit units. These guys have longer range. Nice, we'll have a few of them. Also, apparently we have too many units. What do we need more of? Alternatively, what do we not need as many of? We have a lot of levy. Guess we could take away 2 club levy. Ballista. That will definitely slow it down a bit, but it will also allow us to attack whole city with the relative ease. So, okay, I'm gonna go for the longbows right there. Also, I received a message of some sort, so that was actually on my side. You don't have to worry about that if you heard it. But yeah, the enemy army is presumably somewhere here. Actually, let's just check. God damn it. I forgot to mute something. Anyway, these guys are actually... Well, they're actually only at war with me. Never mind. So yeah, they definitely did take the army this way, and are presumably going to attack this region right there. Meaning that I can be sneaky and capture this relatively easily, seeing that it is undefended. Apart from the garrison, of course. Yeah, let's try to move out on the next turn. That will of course hurt this province very much, but I think we will do it like this. There we go. It actually gives me a bit of food. And it doesn't take that much of my income, so I'm actually satisfied with that. Let's go ahead.
We come to you in strength to speak words.
Once again, you want me to pay. Seriously, you're the one losing here. At this current time, and you want me to pay. Are you kidding me? That's not gonna happen. And you can't give me like separate provinces. Yeah, they pretty much want the white piece and me to pay like a little penalty. And I say no. That's definitely not something that would be profitable for me, seeing that as far as I'm concerned, I'm not the one losing this war. Anyway, we got ourselves a scout. Nice! Oh, look at that! As the fire burned low, the ashes were spread across our lands. This year, the harvest was plentiful, and the people thanked the gods. 5+ food from all provinces. We are up to 30. Wow. I haven't seen that number in a long time. Also, look at this. That is very good. Unfortunately, it won't be that good when we actually move out. Speaking of the idea of moving out, where are the enemy army? I can't see them. And they're not garrisoning this city. Oh. Seeing that I went this way, I didn't have enough movement points to do that this turn. Like, barely not. Oh well. Let's move out and see what kind of defenses they have. Not that great, meaning we will auto-resolve this. So presumably the enemy army actually retreated, or they are setting up an ambush somewhere, but that seems a bit weird. I'm just gonna take a look at the balance of power here. Yeah, I'm starting to outpower them, definitely. Let's see, how's the happiness here? It's +20, but I'm suspecting that's mainly due to events and this stack right there. Let's take a look at it and get the answer. Yeah, +13 for military presence. Provincial instability is going down. And 2 from... actually -2 from events. Oh, never mind then. Characters. Like in this province? Maybe. Okay, I think we are actually ready to move out. Firstly, we'll force march ourselves to this territory. Actually, God damn it, we might be ambushed. It looked like we were within range to actually get into the city, but apparently we weren't. Hopefully we won't be ambushed, which probably means that we will be ambushed. Also, the conquest debuff will go away here, and we might be able to very soon take on the capital. Yeah, they are still showing +5. Of course, until this is built. I didn't really think about that one. Well, I did think about that one, but I actually expected it to be a lot worse. Thankfully, it's not that critical yet. What do we want here? Actually, we might want additional shrine of that. But that seems a bit weird. So let's not do that. Let's rather build. So many choices. Maybe extra recruitment capacity? I don't know. I don't know how, like, relevant this province right here will be when it comes to recruiting units. Might actually go for a bit of industry. So yeah, also we joined our lands. That's very good. Oh yeah, we can upgrade, seeing that we are in this province. That's very nice.
Thirsty for battle.
Yeah, I think we are done here. Okay, just as a safety measure, because I'm a bit paranoid, let's bring in a few mercenaries. Which will have, well, I guess we can use them both as a striking force and as a defense measure if I actually get attacked here. So I have a bit more striking force to strike back at the enemy with. So there we go. That of course tanked my economy, but what can I do? I think the safety of that army is more important than me earning well over 2,000 denarii.
War! Our gods demand it. Our ancestors love it. You, I expect to see mewling like
God damn it. Why you do this to me? Especially when I have a huge army and strong army at your gates. At a city which is walled, by the way. So if you want to attack that, well, good luck. Okay, we expected a feast. 4 public order per turn for all provinces, and 50% plus wealth from agriculture. Yes, please. What are you doing? Seriously. I could just wait until this army is fully recovered, and I can probably come in and ruffle stomp you. And unfortunately, that will bring me very close to Rome, and I don't want to fight Romans right now. But if you're gonna force me to fight Romans, I guess I have to. Okay, so I weren't actually attacked. And I think this province can now actually survive a few turns of instability. I'm not taxing this province. I don't know. And I can't really build anything. Well, I can convert the things. Yeah, but then I would have to dismantle it entirely. And I don't have the surplus I need. I don't know. Let's see. Let's move in here and give them 1 turn that it gives it 13 plus. So that we should be fine for at least 2 extra turns. Yeah, that's this. That makes sense. So yeah, also let's see what those guys are up to. Actually, they might come in here. That would be very smart indeed. I might have to try to block that off, actually. Just to make sure that they don't sneak in and capture that province. Yeah, unfortunately that appears to be what I have to do. Just gonna stand on the edge here. And I am gonna block that. They're not gonna be able to pass it, unless they have passed it already. That's of course a possibility. Actually, let's find out. Okay, they aren't there. They might be like here, or maybe in neighboring provinces. But I don't think so. Yeah, okay, the main army is here. Okay, I'm gonna do something I rarely do. Well, apparently I can't do that. I have used all my movement points. But yeah, I'm gonna enable the raid ability. And I'm gonna pull off a bit of raiding. If they like it or not. Probably not gonna like it. And actually I don't like it either. Well, usually because when I played a lot of Fall to Samurai and Shogun 2, that usually resulted in, like, loss of honor. But I guess it doesn't really matter here. But there we go. You actually have a very decent army, and I didn't anticipate that. Let's try to retreat from it. And of course, we didn't have the range to retreat. Well, at least I think I have the skill and, well, maybe not the army, but certainly the skill to at least wound you. So this is pretty much going to be a repeat of the battle in the previous episode. But yeah, this will be fought in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this part, and hopefully the new 60 frames per second thing actually worked. I really hope that, and I hope it turned out okay. So also, you should like this video if you like the new style, and please comment and do tell me if you enjoy it this way or if you enjoy it the old way. And I'll see what I do about it. And of course, last but not least, subscribe to me if you are not already subscribed. So that's it for now, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.